Football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Carry now for David Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to Mooney. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 5-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph.
Minnesota.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
It's caught inside the 25.
Good.
A big play that time through the air. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The ball carrier.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
The line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Vikings' 23-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there out of Cook. 46 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Justin Jefferson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's going to bring up... Fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
On the play.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal.
A 27-yard.
Bailey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball at the 24 at a 2nd and 11. This time Jackson will throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 14. And the Vikings first down.
Cousins on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Down to the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go play action. Cousins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. And he just exhibited it on that play.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
The handoff.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Midfield.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Off the option, that's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
21. Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Robinson.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ben Gideon in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
33, Dalvin.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 30.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Cook. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
13 yards. So
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pickup on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Vikings 28. Bears nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Buffalo 18. Let's see what you got. Hey, watch that.
Now it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The tackle made at the 20.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bailey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to... And now nothing but green ahead of him. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Going to begin the drive here with Madison. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to...
And oh, it's blocked. The Bears pick it up, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field, but normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 17-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Robinson, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. So on the one side, if you try to